Hey there, friends. Nibs again. Out here at the range today. Doing a little bit of goofing around. Got a perfectly wet and miserable day here in upstate New York. But we can't let that slow us down. We got to get out and have some fun, right? I brought out a couple of cool pellet guns and a couple of cool 22s to shoot today. But the one we're going to be taking a look at in this video is a Diana made in West Germany. So we know that was before 1989, right? This one actually has a date stamp on it of 0481. So really pretty cool. What's that make it? 44 years old. This is a little youth rifle, Diana model 24. It's a good shooting little gun though. I have a Bushnell Scope Master on there. So the Scope Master was made between the 50s and 60s. So it is a much older scope than the gun. I actually do have a Bushnell Scope Chief, which was actually the very first Bushnell scope that was imported to the United States. I don't know if this gun's even going to be able to reach out to 50. I haven't tried it, so we're going to give it a couple of tries, and if we don't get it in 2 or 3 shots, we'll move back to 25. It's definitely a youth gun for sure. So, but let's see if we can hit that gong. I didn't even see that. This is only a 2.5 power scope, so but this is a great short range plinking gun. We'll give it a couple more tries here, and then if we don't make it, we'll I don't even know where it's going. Just been having a lot of fun the last couple of weeks getting out and doing some plinking with a bunch of good old guns from my collection. I don't know if I'm going too high or too low. Oh, I'm definitely hitting the wood down there, so I must be hitting around it, but we'll do our pating closer in here. How about that? I'm actually got my stuff arranged a little bit differently here at 25 yards right now. So let's come to our plate rack here at 25 yards, and there we go. Pating. Just a cool little gun though. Let's I am shooting it with the Meisterkugans. Let's throw some shots on the splatter burst. Seemed to be zeroed pretty well. I shot a couple of shots just to make sure it was even hitting a piece of paper, and it's still right on 0. So, all right, do 5 shots on the splatter burst. Do love my Dianas. I have several Winchester 420. I think I have a 426 and a 435. Those are also made by Diana, and then I have several actual Dianas. A little high. I had a splatter burst on there, and I knocked the paster on there. All right. Let's see if we can hit the spinners. Got the chicken. Guy said he wanted to sight in his deer rifle, but I guess he didn't want to share the range. All right, let's hit the turkey. No problem. So they went inside and shot their pistols instead. I didn't mind sharing the range. Alrighty, so now the pig. No problem. Barely enough power to even make that thing move. That's funny. Yeah, like I said, though, it's just a little youth rifle, but it's such a, you know, classic, real nice German engineering. Mr. Ram. That one barely moved at all. Let's go down through our gong rack here. Twang. That one, I don't know what's going on with that. That one's the shortest one, and it makes like a real low thud kind of sound. Got to be in some sort of weird harmonic there. Because the other ones I was cutting down, I had a G and an A flat, and all right, this one should be like an A flat. Use my guitar tuner on my phone. I don't normally use the guitar tuner on my phone to tune my bass, but I have it on there just to double check my regular tuner that I have. All right, now this one rang as a G with the guitar tuner. I just think this thing just doesn't have enough oomph to push a pellet out to 50 yards. All right, the next one is actually a aluminum plate. I know a lot of you guys watch this every week. We shoot the same targets, but I average probably about between 150 and 200 new subscribers a week. So a lot of folks watching this video for the first time will never have saw this. So I'd like to explain what I'm shooting at here. I'm going to try a couple more shots at the gong, and then we'll pull it back in. And so now I was shooting a little high there, but a little bit right, I think. So yeah, okay. I was actually overshooting it the last time, so I was holding a little bit above the gong, and I must have just been completely overshooting it because I aimed just right at the top of it and I hit it. I don't know where I hit it, but I hit it. That's the key thing. All right. So I want to do another group. That one group kind of got blown away because I had a paster on there at that one position. Let's go to 6 o'clock. There we go. From what I remember, it's been a while since I've had this one out to shoot, but it did like these Meisterkugels the best. This one does have an automatic setting safety. There we go. It's probably been over a year since I've shot this gun last, so it probably need a little bit of warming back up and getting the lube kind of moving around inside of it. All right, still not too bad. All right. 3 shots touching and 1 off to the right just a little bit. I'd call that pretty good. .5 power, that's barely above peep sights, really. All right, same spot. All right, so 4 into the same hole and 1 just a little bit off. Can't complain about that. All right, I'm gonna run through the gamut one more time. Chicken. Twink. I'm kind of surprised it's not as busy as it is. We got deer season coming right up here, starting out. I think it may have already started this weekend, but a lot of people get over here late to sight in their guns, so figured it'd be a lot more busy today. Maybe the rain's scaring everybody off. Turkey. I don't know what this one's parallax for, but I'm testing. I'm not getting hardly any parallax error when I move my head around like that, so it might be a very nice fit as far as parallax goes. If it is parallaxed for a shorter range, a lot of these older ones were parallaxed for 100 yards. That's the way all of them would come, but this one seems to be parallaxed. It's not perfect. I can see a little bit of movement, but normally if your scope is parallaxed for 100 yards and you're shooting in closer at 25 and you move your head just a little bit, you can go completely off the target that you're looking at. Your crosshairs will bounce around if you move your head like this, and mine's moving just the slightest little bit, but it's a pretty good match, I guess is what I'm trying to say. If you can get your hands on one of these old German Springers, I've said this, I've been bringing up a number of them out, but they're easy to work on. If you do need to rebuild them, they're easy to take down, but they're very reliable and they're like heirloom quality. These are guns that you'd be able to hand down to your kids down the road. So let's run through our plate rack one more time and then we'll wrap it up. I do have the original globe sight that goes on the front, but it was obstructing my view with this scope, so I took it off and it's hanging on one of my little magnetic bars back in the garage. If you guys watch the channel, you know what I'm talking about. All right, plate wrap. That is a lot of fun. I need to keep saying winter's coming. That'll be a winter project for me. Try to get a whole octave of a plate rack set up. Then I'll have to buy something semi-automatic that I can shoot jingle bells with. Probably doesn't even take a full octave. I just need to figure out what notes to play for jingle bells. I'm not sure, that first group I shot may have been good. I can't tell from here with that. The splatterburst ripped all the black off, so I can't really see where the group is. All right, let's see. Got the white one there. I'm going to see if that shot I made on the gong was a fluke or if I can reproduce it. So I held right up at the top, just a little bit on the left. Nope. There you go. Pa-ting! Lots of fun. But, there you go. Really cool. It's got a couple little scuffs on there from being in the garage, but I can clean that up, no problem. It's just Really, really cool. Very nice German engineered pellet gun. Hard to go wrong with anything that says Diana or Weirau or Anschutz or Feinwerk Bow or Hammerly. I brought up my, I think it's a Hammerly. Brought up my Hammerly pellet gun. Going to shoot that in a video today as well. But there you go. That's the Diana Model 24. Hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.